Good morning, Vietnam! Who remembers that movie? That is a throwback if I've ever heard one. Hopefully nobody got scared by that. So, it's Friday morning. Yeah, I'm a fat fuck. It's gotta adjust my shit. It's Friday morning. It's like 38 degrees. I got the windows down. Enjoying that nice crisp air with my cup of coffee. I don't know what it is. I've just always had a thing where in the wintertime I've always liked to go sit outside in the early mornings when it's like 40, high 30s, low 50s, and just sit in the cold. Just sit in the cold. Something about that. I've always had a thing about just sitting in the cold in the early mornings in the wintertime. So yeah, you're gonna hear idling trucks. So again, like I said, it's Friday. I'm in Matthew, Missouri again. I've got to go to Memphis, drop this trailer, grab another one, and then haul ass home to Lebanon. And if I'm lucky, I might run into Josh. That'd be kind of cool. You know, I'm pretty sure his 34 would be ending sometime now. Depending on where he's at in Nashville, Memphis is 4.5 hours. Rough estimation, I'd probably be passing him in Jackson, Tennessee. And I want to say, the pilot that he covered in his video yesterday when he was kind of making his little short monologue, I want to say it looks like it might be, now that I'm spying, just he's in my neck of the woods, and it's interesting seeing other people's talking about my area. He might have been in Knoxville or Cookville. You gotta love Tennessee and all its bills. Oh, that reminds me, this damn radio. I was going through the Missouri-Illinois state line last night on 57. And if you've not been through here, heads up, there's an asshole that's got one of those super radios that likes to just echo repeat everything. He'll just get on there and say like 2 words and just let it echo repeat, echo repeat, echo repeat. And for the life of me, it was so damn annoying last night. So I gave him a piece of my mind, even though he probably didn't hear me. And I knew he was at home at a base station or something, because I hear him all the time going through there, and he's always in the same area. So he's at his house. And in my opinion, all these douchebags with their base stations and their god-awful amount of money that likes to it's invested in them, that likes to hate on 19, y'all can take your little dick radios because they're the equivalent of all these fuckboys out here that want to jack up their trucks and put big ass tires on them and do nothing but drive on asphalt, and then they just haul ass to pass people to be assholes, but otherwise they're sitting there texting and driving doing 10 under. So yeah, fuck all of y'all that do that just to be trolls. Now if you've got a big truck and you actually use it, thank you for using something as intended. And I'm not hating on all people, but like, quit being douchebags and trolls. It's for your personality I don't like you, not what you have. But yeah, these assholes on 19 that just get on there to use their beep and their echo and their repeat. Go find someplace to play. You've got 39 channels to choose from. And what little knowledge I have of CB radios, I'm pretty sure y'all would have better reception or range or clarity or whatever it is at a higher or a lower bandwidth on the spectrum. Not dead center. I'm pretty sure that dead center is a middle ground. I don't know a lot, so I'm not an expert on this, but like I've watched and read a little bit. And I'm pretty sure at a lower or higher frequency, you'd have better distance or clarity. Which one, have no clue. But go fuck off somewhere instead of 19. Like nobody wants you to hear you playing with your little dick radios, being trolls and assholes and congesting up the fucking CB channel so that when people are trying to ask about traffic, that nobody can understand each other. Because there's some asshole that's got an overpowered illegal radio, anything more than like 4 watts on CB, yeah, that's illegal, jackasses. And I hope to see FCC find your ass. Like, right here where I'm at, this is where all that ice was. That episode on Bonehead Trucker, where that flatbed with the coil flipped over into the median, and then that other trailer truck was in the ditch. Yeah, that was right here. That was right here, just down the road in Haiti, Missouri. They were on the southbound side, just up from the northbound Welcome Center, right before the Haiti pilot. I saw that the next morning when I drove through there. And I gotta say, that flatbedder did a hell of a job, because that trailer was all fucked up, but that coil didn't go anywhere. Didn't lose a chain, didn't bust a binder. That coil didn't go anywhere. So that's my rant for the morning. I'm gonna finish sipping on some coffee, get my day started, and start heading south. I got about an hour and a half. No, I got 2 hours to Memphis and about 6 to home. Let's get this day done. All right. So, I lucked out again today. Trailer's ready to go. I just gotta drop this one and pick up the other one. Alright, that's my hazards going. Get that yard move going on and throw the hazards on to let people know I'm gonna be doing some irregular movements. Alright, let's see if I can't find this trailer, so when I drop this one, I already know where it's at. Ooh, 45 degrees. It's warmed up, but it's still cold. 521. Okay, that's 521. I hope this damn other trailer ain't no spot. 521. This drop yard is tiny, like it might be 4 trailers across by 20, 30 trailers at most long. But when some dingleberry drops a trailer in the middle of the yard, because I'm guessing there wasn't room when it was dropped. I can't really say too much. It was probably the yard dog guy shuffling trailers around, so I'm not going to hold that against him if it was. He's just trying to get the trailers the hell out of the way. Let's use as much space as we need, considering most of the time we don't have any. So let's enjoy this little bit of extra space and thread this needle. Nope. Too far, Chris, too far. Gotta smack the front of that trailer if I do that. Let's try this again. Alright, I'm in the hole. Almost scratched another trailer. I was in the hole, just that getting back under it wasn't quite straight, so it still had some angle on it. But I saved it. I saved it. We're all good. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. That was just a Jersey barrier lining the parking lot, so that wasn't too big of a tap. I try to back the trailer up so that all I gotta do is adjust the tandems, because when I drop the trailers I have to pull the trailer forward so the tandems are all the way in the back, and if you back it up as far as you can and then just pull forward, there you go, that problem's solved. I'll be right back. Alright, that trailer is dropped. Okay. Let's go find this other one. I hate these trucks who are trying to creep. then it's not it. I might have to go see the yard dog. J turn. Oh, that would be a really cool shot to show y'all if my camera would let me do it. Oh yeah, that's something else I was going to bring up. I am currently using a tough-tested Pilot, like the ones you get at Pilot, the big ones that have the 4 arms. And with my S22 Ultra in the OtterBox case, it barely fits. It holds it, it's sturdy, it's all that, but like it barely fits in there. To the point where I can't even ratchet it down. And because of all that, because of how big it is, the back of the mount blocks the front-facing camera. So I can't shoot any video that way. So that was something I was gonna, hey, anybody got any recommendations for a good side crimp and bottom support camera? Phone mount. Well, it's in the dock. It's in the dock. I don't get to pull into the docks often, so I didn't think it was okay there, but I guess because they hadn't gotten the shipping papers ready yet, I should have realized that it was still going to be in the door. And another thing, as I've been looking for a good deal on like a used GoPro or even an action camera that's like cheap, and I found one on Amazon that was like 60 bucks, but it didn't last long, and the controller app that you had to have to use it was really wonky, but it was an app to where you could pause, play, download wirelessly. Like it had this really bad habit of just never staying on. Tug test. I'm good. Alright. I gotta go in and see if that paperwork's done. And we're back. We're back. So, I got my trailer dropped. I got my paperwork for the new trailer. Got the new trailer hooked up. Tandem slid. White lithium grease is great for tandems. I had an old timer in like my first week of driving. I had to have help slide the tandems because I had a trailer that was real rough at sliding. Like I had to all but like floor it to get it to move the tandems at all. Darn it. Like I would have to like push on the gas like I was trying to take off. And then, of course, if anybody knows anything about sliding tandems, it went past where I wanted it. And I had this old timer hop out of his truck and come over and ask me if I needed any help. And he's like, "You got any WD-40?" And me not using my brain for what it's meant for, I was like, "No, I don't have any WD-40. Why would I have WD-40? I'm driving a truck." He's like, "You get some WD-40. keep it in your truck and spray it on your tandems whenever you're trying to slide them. And I'm like, duh, lubricant. Lubricant helps things move, especially metal on metal. Metal on metal needs lubricant. So I went and got some, and I'd always kept some WD-40 on my truck. And then I came to the conclusion, like, this stuff's gonna dry out. One second. You good? Alright. And so I was like, what can I get that isn't just gonna dry out 5 minutes later going down the road, so that it might stay more lubricated long term? And that's when I was like, you know what? They make different kind of lubricants in WD-40. Let me see what different kinds of WD-40 there are. I don't know how many people would know this or how many wouldn't know this, so I'm talking off my head, out my ass at the moment, just a filler. This is all filler. Don't we all love filler? But anyhow, back to what I was saying. They make like 5 different kinds of WD-40. They make regular WD-40, they make penetrant, they make electronic cleaner, yada yada yada. And then I was like, well, metal on metal is kind of like a hinge. What do you use on hinges? And I was like, I need a grease. And then I went through the option. There was a rust prevention one. There was a good metal on metal one. And then I found one that said long lasting, weather resistant, or something to that effect. And it was the white lithium grease. So I always try to keep some white lithium lubricant spray on the truck because it helps. And then it's that little bit of pay forward to the next guy that's got to deal with my trailer. He may have to slide the tandems, and it's not going to be too much of a headache for him, because I know with what I do, I handle the same trailers occasionally, and it's nice not having to fight with a tandem to get it to slide. But yeah, that's enough of that. So yeah, I'm headed home. T-minus 3 hours and 50 minutes to Lebanon, Tennessee from Marion, Arkansas, or I just call it West Memphis because like I'm literally like I'm probably a handful of miles from here to the West Memphis Pilots, and that's what I gauge the distance on. Like it's literally just past the casino that they just finished renovating or building or whatever they did to it. So almost home for the weekend. Almost home. It's been raining most of the morning, so hopefully all that rain that I saw going east is going to be ahead of me, and then I'm not catching up to it and having to drive in the rain. Oh, and another thing. Does anybody have any suggestions for how to get your windows to stop streaking? Because like I literally just put a new set of wiper blades on this truck like a week ago, and within that day they were streaking. Like they were better than what was on there before, because you gotta love how Ryder puts the cheapest damn wiper blades on the truck, and then you go a week without rain and they start to dry out, and then as soon as it rains they're just smudging, just a smudging. Yeah, there's that. I think I'm gonna cut this off and wait for something eventful to happen. Alrighty, let's finish out this video. Coffee. Early morning hours. Looks like it's gonna be in the 40s today. So, it's Saturday. I started this video Friday morning. Yeah, Friday morning. Yeah. Yesterday was one of those days where it seems like the whole week just kind of dumps. What is the word? The pent-up energy, like the pent-up stress or the pent-up exhaustion, or just all those little collective moments of being tired. And they dump them on you all at once, and it feels like the day is just molasses in January. Moving. But yeah, it took a lot. It took probably about an extra 2 hours to get home, just because I had to stop a couple times and just take a breather. And of course, I had to walk my dog because he's got the bladder the size of a grain of rice. And then, of course, because he's that small breed and has a Napoleon complex, he's got to sniff everywhere to see what lowdown is before he does anything. But yeah, I made it home. Completely forgot about trying to meet with Josh yesterday, hopefully in Nashville. But hey, maybe he'll come out this way again. I can run into him. Yeah, James Best will be going back and forth in Illinois. I might be able to run into him. That'd be cool if I could meet the infamous James Best. I run through Illinois on 57 all the time. That is my morning. It's in the low 40s, I think, or high 40s, and it's trying to sprinkle. But yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna put a T on, or a P on it, or whatever the saying is, and in this here and get it edited. Because I got a few more clips today, and it'll probably be a little bit longer. Which I guess I could edit, but I'm like, why edit when you're just talking head? There's not really much to edit. There's not enough to edit. I'm not showing you things. I'm not talking about anything specific. But I'm just trying to keep this going. So with that said, I'm going to finish my coffee, and I'm going to throw these together and put them out. I swear, every time I start, the yawns happen. Recap though. Of course, I go to in and then I keep going. Phone mount suggestions for this big ass phone, so that I can use my front facing camera. And then people's thoughts on cheap used GoPros or other cheap action cameras that actually are worth using. Bye.